Brand new one there from Enter Oblivion. Enter Oblivion. Cometh the hour. What's up, everybody? My name's Baker. Name of the show, Tomorrow's Dream. We do it right here every Monday from noon to 2 on KBF 88.3 FM, the voice of the people. That was brand new. I got one more brand new one up for you next. And then we're going to chop it up with my boy Logan, who's in the house today, talking about Pig Sticker and all kinds of other cool stuff. We'll be right back with that here in a minute. But first, I got to preface, I guess, this new song that just dropped, I think, like yesterday. Claw Mark's American, favorites of ours from Fayetteville, Northwest for sure. I haven't dropped anything since 2019. I think 2015 before that. So, you know, they take their time, but like, oh, hey, new single today. And I dug into it and went down a rabbit hole, and it's apparently it's a tribute for a good friend of theirs that just passed away about a month ago. Damon Washington was a photographer in the Fayetteville area. Much loved and respected by everyone up there, it seems. And these boys quickly dropped a really poignant, hard-hitting track in memoriam, I guess you would say. The more jarring thing about it, I think, was that it includes a voice message, a voicemail or voice text or something that appears to be from the recently deceased Damon Washington, and it's a pretty powerful message for anyone out there that's struggling. We all have at some point, so you know what it is, you know what it feels like. Here's Claw Mark's American with DW Day, KVF 88.3 FM.
February 26th of 25, my brother sent a message pretty early in the night. It was about our other brother. I think Damon may have died. I reached out and felt her absence, and my body seemed to cry. And I wondered where your heart was before you said goodbye. And it cut me to my core because I knew you weren't alright.
Claw Marks American there again with DW Day. That's for Damon Washington, R.I.P. I'm gonna we're gonna pause that one and do a little quick mic check. We got you in there, Logan.
What is up?
What it do? Logan Bias from Pig Sticker in the house. If you don't know him, where have you been? They've been ripping up the scene lately, playing brutal shows. I really, really appreciate what you guys are doing musically. It's hard to pin down. It doesn't, it's got elements of everything we love and do here in Arkansas, but it doesn't quite sound like any of it.
It's very fluid, man. It's really fluid.
Nice.
We've kind of been able to just kind of slip through the cracks of several scenes, and we played with the doom bands, the hardcore bands, all of it, man.
It really it would definitely, I think, works in your favor when you can so easily go along with so many different styles, and we're getting better about bringing back the mixed genre shows and stuff, which I think is a blessing to every band.
Oh yeah, those are our favorite for sure.
But it's nice when you can, even if it's this kind of show, you're like, hey, we're close enough. Or like, hey, we got a riff that sounds like that, or also just being good friends with everybody in the scene is
that's
goes
what
a long
it's all
way.
about, too.
I know I've been hanging out with you guys for years before I ever saw you play at all the shows and stuff, so you've definitely put your time in, and now you're out there banging the scene out hard. All right, let's talk real quick about this. Was it Saturday, right?
Yes, Saturday night.
Saturday night, and this is a big benefit show y'all are doing.
Yeah, so
right?
there's been an ongoing civil war in Sudan since I want to say 2023. And basically, as of right now, there's about 11.2 million people displaced, like internally displaced in Sudan, and about 800,000 to 900,000 of those are kids. And so this is going to be raising money to provide aid like food and clean water and medical supplies for those people displaced and those kids displaced in Sudan.
Awesome. Do you know as far as like the group y'all are working with?
It's the Save the Children Foundation.
Save the Children Foundation. Okay, very cool.
So even if you can't make it to the show and help us raise money for that, you can donate to them directly, I believe.
Awesome. There's right there on the flyer. Save the Children Foundation, and you know what? I don't care if y'all get mad. This is for such a good cause. I'm gonna tell you where it's at. It's at Vino's.
Woo! The best beer and
Breaking
pizza
all
spot.
the rules. We don't care. So yeah, it's going down this Saturday, April the 5th. And since we're breaking all the rules, $15. All right. I won't say it again, but if you heard it, you heard it.
Yeah, and if y'all spend money on some merch, I'll be donating a portion of our merch sales to the benefit as well.
Nice. And stacked show, we got 6 bands, looks like. Now I was struggling to find Kamikaze. Well, I found a bunch of Kamikazes, so I'm not sure. Do you know any info on that?
They're a Northwest Arkansas band. They're still up. I don't know if they have anything
Probably not
released
recorded yet,
but
okay.
We played with them once when we went to Fayetteville. There's some younger cats getting into the hardcore stuff.
Okay, cool. That tracks. I figured that all the ones I found or the closest I think I found, they had something released with St. Louis, and it didn't seem like they would probably get the kind of band on this bill, So, all right. So Kamikaze, Nail in Your Coffin, Pig Sticker, Feral God, Memphis. Is that right? Feral God, or are they local?
I think they're from Memphis. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Commandment and Pitlock closing it out. So I got all that lined up here in just a bit. Aside from Kamikaze, those are the new cats. That's going down this Saturday at the place I just told you. This is also one of the, I'm just seeing it like left and right on every event now, Dead Party Media. presents. So
Oh yeah, they're killing it, man.
hosting this. I'm gonna have to get in touch and see how we can work together. Very cool, very cool. So, and that's starting at is it 6? No, doors at 6. Music at 7. But get in there early, get some pizza, get some beer, hang out with all the bands. Cool thing about Vino is there's no green room for artists to hide away and just go hang out on the back patio, and you can probably burn one with them, you know. That's gonna be a super banger. I think everything we know about this week is going down on the weekend, and I think though that might be the only one on Saturday night. That's getting pretty rare. Usually it's like we might have 2 or 3 nights out of the week that we don't have any shows on our heavy metal radar here in town. But then there's going to be 4 on Friday night and 6 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday.
Way it goes.
I think I've got 2 Friday, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday this week. Very cool. No, I'm missing something.
Hey, so now y'all don't have an excuse not to come.
Right? Where else were you, really? Like, you had something better than saving starving children in Sudan?
You don't want to come drink beer and eat good pizza and help people?
Headbang with a bunch of killer heavy metal? Like, and there, merch proceeds too. So you can, there's a chance to, really rake in some big bucks here. Come on, Arkansas. Come on, Little Rock. Show them how we do. All right. We will be right back in just a few minutes with more from Logan. We're going to rip through a couple Pig Sticker songs, one which I will have to heavily edit. Dang foul mouth kids, you.
You just call it PBS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't even say the name of the song. It's not as bad. I used to play a lot of a band that I had to refer to as S-Fire and save the matches, so people would know who I was talking about. So yeah, it happens. Had to bleep CT from Wake finally on their new album. So sometimes there's just not any other words that get your point across. We understand. All right. Here is one from a band that's going to be playing this week. I can't remember where now. I'll tell you about it here in a few minutes. But here's Fayetteville's, Fayetteville, Northwest Arkansas somewhere's Liquid Courage with 2 Gurus in drag. Liquid Courage there with two gurus in drag. And now we got one from the Gumdrops. New, recent track, I think, from them called Charlatan. They're going to be playing with Buckshot Princess this weekend. Check it out. Buckshot Princess there with Bad Luck Lady. Let's see if we can talk about that show right quick. The last three bands you just heard will be playing. Hang on. Never wants to load up the thing I needed to load up. That one's going down up in Fayetteville Friday. So we have two shows on Friday to tell you about. That being one of them at a pizza place in Fayetteville, kicking off at 7 p.m. Buckshot Princess, The Gumdrops, Liquid Courage. That's the last three bands you heard. And there's another one, open it up, looks like, called Placeholders. Could not find info on them, so I'm guessing newer local band. If you're more on the eastern side of the northern portion of the state, Jonesboro has got one going down. It's at that one place where things have been happening in Jonesboro, you know, where something happens sometimes. You can catch Entrenched, Zashed, Even More, Seen, or EMS, and which all that we've got lined up for you here in just a second. But also opening that show, Slice, SLYCE. Here they are with $2 Note. KBF Tomorrow's Dream.
Under control, I'm
use this as a time to fall off the frame even more so. Even more amazing. Even more amazing.
Sorry about that F-bomb. I've tried so hard. I got notes over here. I'm looking at the timestamp. I got my fingers poised on the button, ready to go, and sometimes I just mute the word right next to the one I don't want you to hear. It happens. All right. Thank you, Fred, for the call. And that's funny because I play in a band called Fred. He was giving me a shout, asking about a couple of the songs we played. And I appreciate that. Always nice to know folks are listening out there. What you just heard was one from Entrenched called Never Ending Game. We did one from Zashed before that, To My Most Grievous Faults, and banger from EMS before that, The Grandfather Clock in the Living Room Won't Stop Staring at Me. Open that block up with Slice with a Y, S-L-Y-C-E, $2 note from those cats. You can catch all four of them in Jonesboro Friday evening. It looks like 7 p.m. Yeah, that's when the doors hit anyway. Pretty low dose show, not too much. Go check it out. I don't think it's a bar, so you don't have to tip the bartender, but if there's a tip jar, you should definitely stick some money in. Saturday, you know where you're going to be. We just told you about it. Save the Children Sudan fundraiser going down at the Bean Hole. And, yeah, it's also a pretty low-dose show. Only 15 of them Skrillers to get you in the door. Got Kamikaze, Nail in Your Coffin. Logan, what's that band you played again?
Pig Sticker.
Feral God, Commandment, and Pitlock all tearing it up this Saturday. Downtown Little Rock here. Favorite pizza and beer spot. Get it. It says 6 p.m.'s the door. Yeah, doors at 6. Music at 7. Don't be late. I think, oh no, that's right. I found another one on Sunday. I have 2 Sunday shows to tell you about. Let's see if we can squeeze both these in right quick. One at the same place we were just talking about, downtown Little Rock, pizza and beer, you know it. You can catch Death Rattle along with One Big Game out of Wichita, and then other locals, Peach Blush and Penalty, providing the support on that one. Doors at 7 there. Music shortly after, you know the drill. Oh, it's an EP release show from Death Rattle, so I didn't finish my my show today. I didn't finish the playlist yet, so we'll definitely squeeze that in there if it's out, if it's dropped. One more show Sunday down in the River Market. Homies Vision Video will be there with Skull Family and Clusters of Fornication, which is really one of the best band names ever if you break it down and think about what that is. That one is also doors at 7. Music kicking off about 7:30. You're going to need a 20 to get off in there. And that's, I think, all we know about this week. Yeah, so being that there's not a billion shows this week, it should be pretty freaking easy for you guys to decide where you're going to be on Saturday night, right? Don't make me threaten you, all right? We don't want to be like that, but I'll break your freaking legs, all right? If you don't get down to this show and support these Sudanese kids right now.
I hope you fondle your kneecaps.
You like those, do you? You want to keep them? Come on down to the show. I'll buy you a slice. Oh, fun stuff. Logan, man, this new pig sticker it's been bringing me life. We were just talking a minute ago about how thankful I am that you included one one clean song on the album. So I've got an easy go-to if I don't have time to find the edit spots. I think I got that one lined up first. Arkansas Toothpick. So that was the first single y'all dropped off
Yeah,
EP, right?
it was. Yeah, I dropped it as a demo that we recorded ourselves, and it wasn't the best quality. But you know what? We went to Jason Tedford at Wolfman Studios, and he got it done right for us, and I think it came out great.
That was about to be my next question, and it shows he's a master of his craft. Definitely pulled through for you guys. Been really loving the rest of the album too. I think we've kind of dropped one song every few weeks or so after that released, and good stuff. Did you mention something about new music earlier?
Oh yeah, we're about to start working on some more demos. We're gonna, I'd more than likely do one of our newer songs, but you know that's still up in there. We got to get in there and start recording before we decide.
Or are you thinking about taking the same path and doing one yourself first?
Yeah, probably gonna drop a
there?
single first.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it too much, but
give away everything.
Yeah,
right
I'm gonna
now.
give it away everything. Yeah,
All your
I
secrets.
think our next single is gonna be our song "Father of Maggots,"
Ooh.
which is lyrically about my father passing away from his drug addiction and not being found for days. So
yeah, I know you and I talked about that not long ago. Lost my father in a pretty equally horrible way, where it was a week later, where he'd been sitting out in the sun for a while, and
yeah,
it was not a pretty scenario. That unfortunately, I think so much of this amazing music that Arkansas has been putting out, really forever, but in particular these last 10 years or so, is rooted in all the pain that we're all going through.
gotta put it somewhere.
Right.
And so
get it out before it gets you.
Right.
Well, it definitely shows in you guys recording. There's I don't know. You got a very mature sound for your age, all of you.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that.
And you definitely been putting in the work, pounding the pavement, playing
Fired
a
up.
ton of shows.
As our drummer would say.
So what else is on the horizon for you guys after the show Saturday?
We're discussing. It's not set in stone yet, but we did get invited to play Memphis Hates You Fest in July.
Nice.
So that would be cool. If we're just waiting on confirmation about that one. But yeah, we've got several shows coming up. We've got another one, I believe, the 17th with Sangre Demonio, Mortal Coil, and Mazenko at the Pizza Spot. So that one will be fun too if y'all can make it.
Is that in April?
It's April 17th, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Sweet. I was gonna play one of these pig sticker songs, but I've got myself dangerously close to the top of the hour here. Let's see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you one from. Is this gonna work? Actually, that's really not what I'm trying to do either. Tell you what, how about, no, crap. None of these songs are the right length. You know what? I think we could kill a minute if we had to. New fan favorite segment of my interviews here lately seems to be this Logan bias. Tell me about your kitties. Or puppies or any other critters.
Oh, okay. I've got a pit bull named Tony Baloney Macaroni.
Yeah, you do.
And then I have recently been adopted by a cat who I've named Muffin.
Works.
Yeah,
exactly
she just rolled up. She hangs out on the porch all day, and I just go out there and kick it with her sometimes.
Yeah, all my cats have wandered up to me too, or like I've had a neighbor that asked if I could go rescue them from their house after they had to move out. Ended up with it. Never went looking for a cat, but dang it, I got 5.
Yeah.
Tell what Mr. Baloney's, what was his full name again?
His name is Tony Baloney Macaroni.
Tony Baloney.
And I got him by random accident, too. I live over next, I don't want to say exactly, but next to some train tracks, and this lady had found him and was going around the neighborhood asking people whose dog it was. I think somebody dumped him out there. But he couldn't have been but like 4 or 5 months old, and I don't know, I was just going down a list of names, because I was like, you know, at first I was just going to try to figure out who he belonged to, and nobody came forward and said nothing, but I was just going down a list of names, seeing what he'd answered to, and then there was that meme going around. I was like, what's your name?
What's your name?
Tony, and then it just stuck.
I love
so
it.
ever since then, he's been Tony Baloney Macaroni,
Heck
my little
yeah.
mobster dog.
I love it. All right, we got to run some promo spots right quick. We'll be back in just a few minutes with all the bangers you're going to hear this weekend.
You're
Stick
listening
around.
to KBF 88.3 FM, Little Rock, the voice of the people.
This is Wade Bresky with the Chief Organizers Report. So long, labor, peace, and the FCMS. One of the reasons that Trump's flood the zone tactics are so effective is that keeping up with the surge of executive orders and chaos forces an inadvertent level of triage. We focus on the big bombers while a lot of the smaller, equally dangerous drones slip behind our lines. Take the Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service, FMCS, as a good example. Well known within the ranks of labor and labor unions, FMCS is an independent federal agency created as part of the Labor Management Relations Act of 1947, better known as the notorious Taft-Hartley Act. The agency was sort of a small rose offered in exchange to a clawback of union rights and a concerted effort to regulate unions more aggressively. Congress, by statute, mandated FMCS to resolve industrial conflict and promote labor management, peace, and cooperation, minimizing the impact of these disputes on the free flow of commerce. Recently, in another of Trump's daily diet of executive orders, he directed the agency to be shuttered and for DOGE to see to it. Despite the agency having been created by Congress, Trump papered over his unilateral action by saying words to the effect of, except as mandated by law. In other words, maybe you could stop this if you sue, but meanwhile we'll cut the agency. Does this save any real money? Not really. As The Guardian pointed out, it's only 0.0014% of U.S. budget, despite saving $500 million and preventing economic losses annually. FMCS hardly has more than 200 workers, and most of them are mediators. A handful will be left once the reductions in force are completed. This won't be the end of the world, but neither is it insignificant. FMCS carries a list of some 1,000 arbitrators, for example. Almost all of our union contracts name FMCS as a source for mediators, if needed, and arbitrators as required. The more expensive and, frankly, less objective list for workers, the American Arbitration Association, will now be the only big source. Was gutting FCMS really news in the United States? No, not really. There was no mention in the news of the day as covered by the Times, Journal, or Post. I found a report in The Guardian, an English paper, but I had to search for it. I'd gotten an email mentioning the order from an email listserv. The attack on workers and their unions by the Trump administration has in essence become so common as to become trivial and mundane. The Trump administration is clear. It has no interest in labor peace. It wants control of labor, pure and simple. I'm not sure any union is going to the wall to save FMCS. It's not a mortal blow, but yet another flesh wound as Trump, Musk, and their crew mouth platitudes about the value of labor while doing everything they can to subdue and suppress workers and their organizations. This is Wade Bresky. For questions or comments, www.chieforganizer.org. You take it from here to there.
To celebrate International Women's Day, care and acclaimed photographer Nigel Barker travels to Sierra Leone to take portraits of 7 women leaders. See the incredible portraits and stories at care.org/she-leads.
Yes! I finally got my first phone!
It is exciting. Let's learn a few things about online safety first.
KBF.gov/secure-our-world.
Every person is entitled to 30 fundamental human rights, such as the right to public assembly, education, freedom of expression, right to privacy. And you only need to do one thing to enjoy all 30 of them. Know them. Get your free human rights booklet today. Go to humanrights.com.
Know your human rights, just know your human rights.
Hey, listeners, this is Wade Rathke. At KBF, we are a non-commercial, listener-supported radio station. We are able to stay on the air and offer unique programming because listeners, like you, become members and pledge $5, $10, or $20 every month to support us. This is the month to become a KBF member. Go on our website, kbf.org, and sign up today. We're not too proud to beg. We need you, and we are you. Please support us now.
How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Reporting your company's beneficial ownership information is quick, secure, and free, and it helps protect U.S. national security. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
This is Tony Orr, Chairman of the Board of KABF 88.3 FM. I want you to meet Alice. Who is she? You and me. Alice stands for Asset Limited Income Constrained Employee. Alice is working families facing high housing costs, medical debt, and more month than money. We are the majority of Arkansans. We need programs that work for us as hard as we work for our state and families. Hey, policymakers and politicians, it's time to meet Alice. Who is Alice? All of us.
And we are back. I did not know that was coming. Sorry. Thank you, Tony, for those fine words. Fine words they were. Here is a brand new one, is it? It's pretty new, all right. Less than a month old release from Threat. And, yeah, I think that's our one, like, completely straight edge Central Arkansas band. So if you're trying to find them online, look, you got to look up X Threat X, you know, like their hands at the shows with the big fat Sharpies, you know, because they are above it, y'all. Here's one from them called Fight Another Day. KBF Tomorrow's Dream, voice of the people.
Never went down, man. You never got me down, man. You hear me? Never got me down.
Fight another day.
magic. We were just talking about Tedford's magic. It'd be like that. He'll be tricking you, going there and like, no, I totally ruined that part. And he's like, click, click, click. No, you didn't.
What are you talking about, guy?
Got you covered, man. That was Pig Sticker, Arkansas Toothpick, the one I didn't have to bleep. I've got 4 timestamps in the next song that I'm going to try to catch, and I'm sure that's not even all of them. I know it's not, as a matter of fact.
We're going to slip through the cracks.
We're going to see how many S words we can slip through today. One of them is in the title of the song. That's always fun. We got, let's see, after that, we're going to come up with some Nail in Your Coffin, some Feral God, some Commandment, some Picked Lock. All those bands you can catch playing Saturday alongside Pig Sticker, except for Kamikaze. They will be opening, it looks like, New Cats, no tunes yet. Go check them out. You might be their first biggest fan. Let's see, I told you about the other shows, I think, and I got most of that lined up here now. We're going to do some Commandment, I already said that. We're going to do some Peach Blush, some One Big Game, some Death Rattle, some Skull Family. Did I tell you about the Skull Family show? I may have chopped that off. It's Sunday. It's down in the River Market. It's 8 p.m. Nope, that's a lie. It's doors at 7. Show at 7:30. I think I did tell you about that. Vision Video, Skull Family, and Cluster F. It's at the place with the chicken. You know, the only place you can find chicken. No, the one that's known for their chicken and rock and roll and such. So those are the only conflicting shows I know of this week. Is Sunday night. You have to decide between one side of downtown Little Rock or the other. But the shows are wildly different. So, you know, do what you're going to do. Saturday, there's only one place for you to be. It's Vino's. Make sure you're there. Once again, huge thanks to Dead Party Media for, I guess, putting it together. Did they organize this and ask you about it? Did the bands put it together?
I believe they started organizing it, but we've kind of all like discussed amongst ourselves the rest of the plans. So
nice, big group effort, big old banger of a show. You do not want to miss it. You want to be there early, and you want probably a beer in your hand. That's just personal experience speaking from here. It's the way to go. You want matter of fact, you want Pinnacle IPA. Oh, now I'm just like, I'm definitely going to get hate for that. I can't be.
Well, when are they going to give us that Razorback?
Yeah, that, man, funny story about that. Like that shirt they have you ever looked at the Vino shirts when you walk in that are hanging on the wall there, right? I don't know if they still have any of the old ones that or not. I hadn't even looked. They might have taken that whole display rack down and everything, but they used to have shirts for each of their different house brew designs. I think it was the Firehouse was the first one I ever ended up screen printing for them. I was working right across the street at the time, next to the old Art Outfitters building, and it's a huge, like, 6-color front and big full back and everything. Super thick print, was like bulletproof. Absolutely, I would never wear one of those shirts. You could not pay me enough to put one on. They look great, but they're just terribly uncomfortable. And I think all of theirs were like that. The Firehouse I loved though because it had a great quote on the back about. See if I can remember. I think it said the selling of bad beer is a crime against Christian love. And then it was like Ecclesiastes or something. I was like, oh, okay. I never did look it up to see how close that was to the scripture, but it sounds good to me.
I ain't mad at it.
Right? But yeah, they had the Razorback shirt. I remember printing those too. The Lazy Boy, that was a fun one. It is. I'm gonna have to look and see this weekend if they still got any of those shirts up for sale. What else? There's actually no. It's a slow week. That's very cool. We haven't had like a minute to take a deep breath and actually just chop it up in here for a while. It's been like, we're going to talk over all of these songs and smush them all together and play 30 seconds of each one so we can try to squeeze it in. But nice easy week. Appreciate you coming in here and
of course,
helping me spread it out, helping us shove this heavy stuff down people's throats.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Yeah, because you'd invited us a few times. It's just hard to find a Monday free sometimes.
Man. It is. Most people don't have the flexible schedule that I do, or make their own like I do.
Vacation time came in clutch.
Heck yeah. Well, to any other local bands out there, they're hearing this, thinking about that, and like, dang, why don't any of our band members have a Monday off? We can work around that. Hit me up via the page or me personally. And we'll set up a time where we can do like a pre-recorded thing, and I can come in here and play it on Monday, because you've all got great, amazing stories. You've all got great kitties. I want to know about all of them. We want to be able to tell the people what's going on. We want to hype up your shows, your new recordings, all that fun stuff. I was talking to Tracy this morning from Tempest Terra. We're going to get at least her, if not, I think Ben, maybe a couple members of the band in here very soon. Talk about some upcoming shows and stuff they got going on. Still talking to the Turquoise Tigers boys. We're getting them very soon too. We're just trying to finalize the show date so we can time it properly and hype that up. That show will be a benefit for the station here. It will be going down at my place again, right down the street. So more info on that soon, but it's going to be a banger. And we're going to break out all the t-shirts, and you're going to buy them. And that's how we keep doing this thing, all right? You guys get it, right? We bring the t-shirts, you buy the shirts, and that's, we offer you a little protection from the elements. Here's Planet BS, Pig Sticker. KBS Tomorrow's Dream, Voice of the People.
Silence, but it's
sight now from Commandment. That was Pitlock, Commandment before them, and before that, Feral God, Nail in Your Coffin prior, as well as that double shot from Pig Sticker. Get out Saturday and catch them all. Here's these next three bands. Yeah, I think these next three are going to be playing on, was it Sunday? Yeah, alongside Penalty is the new one we don't have tunes from yet, but it's members of Terminal Nation and probably other stuff. It's brutal. You're gonna want to see it. Peach Blush up now. One Big Game next from Wichita, Kansas, and then close this block with brand new one from Death Rattle called Locked Inside. Here first though is Peach Blush with Banshee. about it. But that was Locked Inside from Death Rattle. One big game before that with You Never Knew. And opened up that little block with Peach Blush, Banshee from them. Catch those three alongside Penalty on Sunday night. At the same place where you're definitely going to be Saturday for the big Save the Sudanese Children fundraiser. Those are all words, right? Where am I at? One more show. No, I already told you about it, but this is what you're hearing right now. I don't know what you're hearing right now. What are you guys hearing out there? This is Skull Family. That's the one. You can catch them on Sunday night down in the River Market with Vision Video. I think I got that lined up next. And Clusters of Fornication. So, not a ton of shows this week, but all solid gold. Get out there. Support the bands, buy the merch, tip the bartenders when applicable, and we will appreciate the heck out of all you. Appreciate it, guys. This one from Skull Family, you're hearing in the background here, is called No Wake, which I don't like that statement very much, but it is what it is. Dead Gods coming up next, though. That one's fun. From Vision Video. And depending on how long that track is, I might try to squeeze in some clusters of F. Just kidding. Fornication. We can say that word. Man, I have been just doing the first hour of this show, like, mostly for, the last couple of years now. And then this last, month or so, I'm, is sitting here behind the mic for the whole time, and it just clicked that, oh, yeah, that's why I'm running out of words and feeling all, sleepy all of a sudden and stuff. I'm usually taking a nap right about now, drifting off to the sweet sounds of Chad. Chad, thank you so much for, I know y'all aren't hearing him as much these last few weeks, but he is behind the scenes over here taking care of everything, and I mean everything. The fact that you can hear bits and pieces of this on any form of social media ever is all thanks to him. So appreciate all the hard work you're doing. Appreciate the video. And we're up in Heathen House today. Anybody on the Instagram, you might be able to see that. Definitely going to want to make it out there the beginning of May for Arkansas Death Fest. Always a banger. Working on those shirts now. Working on some new pig sticker this week. I'm refilling old pig sticker shirts this week. Next week we'll start working on a new design that is really awesome. Can't wait for you guys to see it and wear it. But yeah, the black on brown was a really good call too.
That one sold really good.
That came out well.
Loves that. That's why we need more of those.
Yeah, we're gonna bang those out for you. So they will be sitting fat on a big old pile of T-shirts Saturday night. Make sure you go by, see them at the merch table, and that's not just going in their pocket either. They're gonna donate some of the profits, you said, to the cause there. So. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet some of the other bands probably will too. That usually works out in a nice domino effect way. When somebody offers to do it, everybody's like, that's a good idea.
If what we can make can, at least lessen the suffering of a handful of people, that's what it's all about. So come out, spend some money, have some fun with us, and rock out.
It's 4 different forms of enjoyment all smashed into one. And not even just talking about the different bands. I'm talking about the fact that you're helping people out that you'll never even get the chance to meet. I don't know if you've ever, some people, maybe a lot of people have, a lot of people haven't, but there's something really powerful about that too. Just that the idea of doing for others is always nice. It always feels good to the giver as well. But you know, when we all try to put in together as a whole on bigger things like this, and you just you're not even gonna get to see the, you know, it's, we love doing as much as we can for our communities and stuff, but sometimes you gotta act bigger. Sometimes you gotta think about the folks that we don't see every day. And so I know these kids over in Sudan are going to be massively appreciative of every single dollar that you guys come in and throw down in the door. Saturday night at Vino's. Let's run down the bands one more time for you. You're gonna see Pitlock. You're gonna see Commandment. You're gonna see Feral God. You're gonna see Nail in Your Coffin. You're gonna see Pig Sticker. You're gonna see Kamikaze. That's the one. I was like, there's one that's not on my list too. Is it Kamikaze? Yeah, I'll remember it soon. For anybody that's like listening with headphones on and is like trying desperately to figure out what song's playing in the background behind me, I'm sorry, I'll shut up for a second. Just kidding, I will not. But that was Dead Gods from Vision Video. It still is. It's what you're hearing right now. I'm gonna see if I can find one more song to tack in here from the other band playing that real quick. And if not, we're just gonna come back and yap at you for a few more minutes. But we'll probably do that either way. Definitely stick around. Definitely come back next week. We might just be doing the norm thing in here, playing them dang old tunes, banging them dang old heads. But we're always gonna have a good time doing it. Crank up the Vision Video. Probably back in a second. Alright, we're going to keep this Clusters of Fornication rolling here. Do one more from I thought that was what was playing just now. It was not. Yeah, I'm really confused. This is Catacombs song from Clusters of Fornication. I'm pretty sure I just played LG version X prior to that. Either way, that's the bands you can see on Sunday. Logan, thank you so much again. Please come back anytime.
Thanks for having me, man.
We're definitely going to do this more often. Make sure you go catch them on Saturday night. And then, again, April 17th, was it, right?
April 17th
the next one.
at Vino's.
So, and we will see you guys next week. Stick around. KBF, Tomorrow's Dream. Voice of the People.